Ladies and gentlemen, stop what you're doing right now, because what I'm about to show you is the reason professional wrestling will never die. October 22nd, 2025. A night that will be talked about for years. Two warriors stepped into the WWE Evolve ring with everything on the line, and by the time that final bell rang, one man's life was changed forever, and the entire wrestling world was left in absolute shock. I'm talking about a moment so powerful, so unexpected, that even the most hardcore fans didn't see it coming. This is Sean Legacy vs Edris Enofé, and I promise you, by the end of this video, you're going to understand exactly why this match matters. So stay with me, because SLAMZONE is taking you on a journey you will never forget. The arena is packed. The lights are hot. The anticipation is suffocating. You can feel the electricity crackling through the air like lightning before a storm. This isn't just another wrestling match on another Wednesday night. This is a collision of two philosophies, two generations, two styles, and two dreams that cannot coexist in the same space. One man carries the weight of a legendary name on his shoulders, a name that echoes through the halls of wrestling history with reverence and respect. The other man carries nothing but hunger, fire, and an unshakable belief that he's destined for greatness regardless of what name is on his birth certificate. And tonight, inside that squared circle, only one of them walks out with their hand raised and their future secured. Sean Legacy's music hits the speakers, and the reaction from the crowd is immediate and visceral. Some cheer, some boo, but everyone reacts because everyone knows what that name represents. Legacy doesn't just walk to the ring, he glides, he moves with the confidence of a man who was born into this business, who learned to throw a worked punch before he learned long division, who spent his childhood in locker rooms watching his father and uncles create magic night after night. His gear is immaculate, his physique is chiseled, his expression is focused and intense. As he climbs through those ropes and raises his arms, you can see it written all over him: this is my birthright, this is my inheritance, and I will not let anyone take it from me. The crowd noise swells, a mixture of respect for the family legacy and curiosity about whether this young man can live up to the enormous expectations that come with that last name. But then the lights shift, the music changes, and the entire building loses its collective mind. Edris Enofé bursts through the curtain like a man possessed, and the energy he brings with him is something you simply cannot manufacture or teach. This is pure, unfiltered passion. This is a man who has fought for every single opportunity, who has earned every second of ring time through blood, sweat, and an absolute refusal to accept anything less than excellence. Edris moves differently than Legacy. Where Legacy is smooth and calculated, Edris is explosive and unpredictable. Where Legacy carries himself like royalty, Edris carries himself like a man with nothing to lose and everything to prove. He slaps hands with the fans as he makes his way down the aisle, feeding off their energy, converting their cheers into fuel for what's about to happen. When he slides into that ring and stands face to face with Sean Legacy, the contrast couldn't be more stark. Legacy, cool and composed, measuring his opponent with calculating eyes. Enofé, bouncing on his toes, eyes wide with intensity, ready to explode at the sound of the bell. The referee goes through his final instructions, checking both men's gear, asking if they're ready, explaining the rules they're both going to ignore the moment things get heated. The two competitors don't break eye contact. There's no trash talk, no showboating, just pure focus and the understanding that what's about to happen will define both of their careers moving forward. The ref backs away, looks at both corners one final time, and then signals to the timekeeper. The bell rings with a sharp, metallic clang that cuts through the crowd noise like a knife, and in that instant, everything changes. The match is on, and there's no turning back now. They circle each other slowly, deliberately, like two predators trying to figure out who strikes first. The crowd is already rumbling, building anticipation with every step, every feint, every tiny movement. Legacy extends his hand, offering a show of respect, and for a moment, time seems to freeze. Edris looks at the extended hand, looks up at Legacy's face, searching for any sign of deception or mockery, and then, in a move that sends a ripple of shock through the audience, he steps forward and shakes it. The crowd erupts in applause at this moment of genuine sportsmanship, but both men know that once they break that handshake, all bets are off. They release, back away, and then explode toward each other in a collar and elbow tie-up that sounds like thunder when their bodies collide. The struggle for position is immediate and intense. Legacy uses his technical training to transition into a side headlock, cranking down on Enofé's skull, but Edris is too quick, too athletic. He shoots Legacy off into the ropes, and when Sean comes barreling back, Edris drops down flat to the mat. Legacy hops over him, hits the opposite ropes, comes back again, and this time Edris leaps over him with a beautiful leapfrog. Legacy hits the ropes a third time, comes charging back with everything he's got, and Edris catches him with a picture-perfect arm drag that sends Legacy sliding across the canvas. The crowd pops huge for that display of athleticism, and you can see the flash of surprise in Legacy's eyes. This isn't going to be easy. Legacy gets to his feet quickly, his professional pride clearly stung, and the two men circle again. This time when they lock up, Legacy shows his technical superiority, transitioning through a series of holds so smoothly it looks like a dance. Arm wringer into a hammerlock, then switching to a waistlock, then dropping Edris with a picture-perfect amateur-style takedown. Legacy floats over into a front facelock, controlling the pace, slowing things down, making Enofé work for every breath. But Edris didn't get to this level without learning how to fight out of bad situations. He powers his way to his feet, lifts Legacy slightly off the ground, and drives him backward into the corner. The ref calls for a break, and Edris gives it clean, backing away with his hands up. But as Legacy steps out of the corner, Edris suddenly unleashes a lightning-fast chop that echoes through the arena like a gunshot. Legacy's chest immediately turns red, and the crowd lets out a collective woo in homage to the Nature Boy himself. Legacy winces, clutches his chest, and then fires back with a chop of his own that's even louder. The sound is sickening. Edris stumbles back, but then steps forward and delivers another chop. Then Legacy fires back. Then Edris. Then Legacy. The crowd is losing their minds, counting along with each strike, and you can feel the energy in that building reaching a fever pitch. Edris finally breaks the pattern by ducking under a chop attempt and catching Legacy with a beautiful dropkick right to the chest. Legacy goes down hard, and Edris is right on him, pulling him up and whipping him into the ropes. Legacy comes back and Edris goes for a hip toss, but Legacy blocks it, counters with a hip toss of his own, but Edris rotates through and lands on his feet. Legacy charges, but Edris catches him with a deep arm drag. Legacy pops up again, clearly frustrated now, and charges once more. This time Edris sidesteps and uses Legacy's own momentum to send him flying over the top rope to the outside. The crowd explodes as Legacy crashes to the floor, and Edris feeds off that energy, hitting the far ropes and coming back with incredible speed. He launches himself through the ropes with a suicide dive that connects so perfectly, both men go crashing into the barricade. The fans in the front row are going absolutely insane, reaching out to touch the competitors, and you can feel the atmosphere reaching a boiling point. This match is already delivering at a level that exceeds all expectations. Both men are down on the outside, catching their breath, and the referee begins his count. 1, 2, 3. Edris is the first to stir, using the barricade to pull himself up, shaking the cobwebs loose. 4, 5. He grabs Legacy and rolls him back into the ring under the bottom rope, then climbs up onto the apron. As Legacy struggles to his feet, Edris springboards off the top rope with a flying crossbody block, crashing down onto Legacy and immediately hooking the leg for the cover. The referee slides into position. 1. The crowd counts along. 2. The building is on the edge of their seats. THR no. Legacy kicks out with authority, and the fans exhale in a mixture of relief and excitement. The match continues, and you can see in Edris's eyes that he's just getting started. Edris pulls Legacy up and delivers a beautiful snap suplex, floating over for another cover. 1, 2, kick out. Legacy's not done yet. Edris transitions smoothly into a rear chinlock, trying to slow the pace and control his opponent, but you can hear him talking to Legacy, saying something we can't quite make out, possibly words of respect or possibly competitive trash talk. Legacy fights his way to his feet, the crowd clapping in rhythm to will him on, and he drives elbows into Edris's midsection. 1, 2, 3 sharp elbows, and the hold is broken. Legacy hits the ropes, but Edris catches him on the return with a beautiful spinning heel kick that drops Legacy like he's been shot. Another cover. 1, 2, kick out. The near falls are coming fast now, and each one gets the crowd more and more invested in this incredible contest. Edris backs into the corner, measuring Legacy, waiting for him to rise. You can see the wheels turning in his head. He's calculating, planning his next move, looking for that one perfect shot that will put this match away. Legacy stumbles to his feet, disoriented, and Edris charges out of the corner with a running knee strike, but Legacy moves at the last possible second and Edris crashes knee first into the turnbuckle. The momentum of the match shifts in an instant. Legacy sees the opening and goes right after that injured knee, grabbing it and driving his own knee down into Edris's joint. The pain on Edris's face is immediate and genuine. Legacy doesn't let up, dragging Edris to the center of the ring and dropping an elbow across the knee. Then another. Then another. Each impact makes Edris cry out in pain, and you can see the tactical brilliance of Sean Legacy on display. If you take away Edris Enofé's mobility, you take away everything that makes him dangerous. Legacy pulls Edris up and delivers a dragon screw leg whip that looks absolutely brutal. Edris is clutching his knee, trying to create distance, but Legacy is relentless. He stalks his opponent like a shark that smells blood in the water. He grabs the injured leg again and this time locks in a knee bar submission, torquing the joint at a painful angle. Edris screams and immediately starts clawing toward the ropes. The referee is right there, asking if he wants to give up, but Edris shakes his head violently. No, no, no. The crowd starts rallying behind him, clapping and stomping and chanting his name. Edris, Edris, Edris. The energy from those fans flows directly into Enofé, giving him strength he didn't know he had. He drags himself and Legacy across the ring, inch by agonizing inch, his fingertips getting closer and closer to salvation. Finally, mercifully, his hand wraps around the bottom rope, and the referee calls for the break. Legacy releases the hold, but the damage is done. Edris's knee is compromised, and everyone in that building knows it. And hey, if you're enjoying this breakdown, if you're feeling the energy and passion I'm putting into bringing you this incredible match, do me a huge favor right now. Hit that like button, subscribe to SLAMZONE, and join the family for more intense wrestling breakdowns every single week. We've got so much incredible content coming your way, and trust me, you do not want to miss a single moment. Now let's get back to this absolute war happening in that ring, because things are about to get even more intense. Legacy pulls Edris away from the ropes and sets him up for his signature Legacy driver, the move that has put away countless opponents. He lifts Edris up, but at the apex of the move, Edris somehow, someway, manages to shift his weight and counter into a small package roll-up. The referee counts. 1, 2, THR Legacy kicks out at the last possible microsecond, and the crowd thought they just saw the end of the match. The near fall was so close that even the referee had to double-check his count. Both men scramble to their feet, adrenaline overriding pain and exhaustion. Legacy charges, but Edris catches him with a desperation superkick that connects right on the jaw. Legacy's eyes glaze over and he drops to one knee. Edris, running purely on instinct and heart now, hobbles toward the corner on his injured leg and begins climbing to the top rope. Every step up the turnbuckles looks excruciating, but he refuses to quit. The crowd is on their feet, sensing something big is about to happen. Edris steadies himself on the top rope, takes a deep breath, and launches himself into the air with his devastating 450 splash. But Legacy rolls out of the way at the absolute last second, and Edris crashes hard into the canvas. Both men are down. Both men are hurting. The referee begins his count, and the crowd is making more noise than they have all night. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Legacy stirs, crawling toward the ropes. 6, 7. Edris rolls onto his stomach, trying to push himself up. 8. Both men reach their feet just before the referee can count to 10, and they immediately start throwing wild haymaker punches, neither man having the energy left for technical wrestling. This has devolved into a street fight, into pure will and determination. Edris lands a forearm. Legacy fires back with one of his own. Edris hits another. Legacy responds. Back and forth they go, neither man willing to stay down, neither man willing to accept defeat. Finally, Legacy ducks under one of Edris's strikes and catches him from behind, locking in a devastating sleeper hold. Edris's eyes go wide with panic. He reaches for the ropes, but they're too far away. He tries to power out, but Legacy has it locked in tight. The referee lifts Edris's arm and lets it drop. It falls limp. 1. He lifts it again. It drops. 2. The crowd is chanting, "Please don't tap. Please don't tap." The referee lifts the arm a third time, and this time, right before it would fall for the third and final time, Edris's fist clenches. His arm stays up. The crowd explodes with the loudest reaction of the night. Edris somehow finds the strength to reach back, grab Legacy's head, and drop down with a jawbreaker that forces the break. Both men collapse to the mat once again, completely spent, having given absolutely everything they have to give. They pull themselves up using opposite ropes, staring at each other across the ring with a mixture of respect and desperation. They meet in the center one more time, and you can see in their eyes that they both know this is it. This is the moment that will define everything. They lock up one final time, jockeying for position, and then Legacy spins behind Edris, looking for a German suplex. But Edris blocks it with a back elbow that stuns Legacy just long enough for Edris to spin around and hit a jumping knee strike that catches Legacy flush. Legacy stumbles backward into the ropes, bounces off, and walks right into Edris's finishing move, a devastating cutter that plants Legacy face first into the canvas. The crowd is going absolutely berserk as Edris drapes an arm over Legacy's chest. The referee counts. 1, 2, 3. The bell rings, and Edris Enofé has done it. Against all odds, fighting through the pain, he has defeated Shawn Legacy in what will go down as one of the greatest matches in WWE Evolve history. But wait. As Edris's music plays and the referee raises his hand in victory, something unexpected happens. Shawn Legacy, lying on his back, staring up at the lights, slowly sits up. The crowd quiets, uncertain of what's about to unfold. Legacy gets to his feet, and for a moment, the tension is palpable. Is he going to attack Edris? Is he going to show disrespect? But then, in a moment that brings genuine emotion to everyone watching, Shawn Legacy extends his hand one more time. Edris, breathing hard, clutching his injured knee, looks at the hand, looks at Legacy's face, and sees nothing but respect. He reaches out and shakes it, and then Legacy does something that shocks everyone. He raises Edris's hand in victory, acknowledging that tonight, the better man won. The crowd gives both men a standing ovation, and you can see tears in Edris's eyes as he realizes what this moment means for his career. Ladies and gentlemen, this is why we love professional wrestling. This is why we invest our time, our emotions, our passion into this incredible art form. Because moments like this, genuine moments of respect and triumph in human drama, cannot be replicated anywhere else. Edris Enofé proved tonight that you don't need a famous last name to become a legend. You just need heart, determination, and the courage to step into that ring and give everything you have. And Sean's legacy showed us that true class isn't about winning every time, it's about respecting your opponent and the business enough to acknowledge greatness when you see it. Before we wrap this up, I need you to do something for me. If this breakdown gave you even a fraction of the emotion that this match gave me, smash the like button right now, subscribe to SLAMZONE if you haven't already, and join our growing family of wrestling fans who demand excellence and passion in their content. Drop a comment below and let me know what you thought of this match, and tell me what you want to see covered next on the channel. We've got so much incredible content coming your way, and I promise you, we're just getting started. This is SLAMZONE, where legends are born and stories are told. Until next time, keep watching, keep believing, and never forget that inside that squared circle, anything is possible. What a moment! What a match! What a night!